Hi and welcome. We're continuing the kindergarten slides from number 35. Uh, so again, we're going to try to identify the row that we did last time, the letters in the row that we did last time. So, radang ngojin che, identify the sounds. First one is, second one, third one, and fourth one. Okay, I'll pronounce them now for you. The first one is pa, then ma, then pa, and pa. And then let's move on. We've got a little dialogue here. Kage jongdar, so language practice or language training. So we have two people speaking, A and B, ka and ka. So first we're going to start with the first sentence. So mom, good morning, good early morning, if you remember from the earlier slide. Amala, shokpa dilek. And the mother answers, good morning, son. What would you like for breakfast? Shokpa dilek pu, shokja kare go. So shokpadele, good morning. Who is boy or son? And so now instead of shokpa, we're going to say shokcha. And if you remember, cha is tea. So morning tea, which basically in English we say breakfast. And then kare is what, as you can remember. And go is need or want. So good morning, son. What would you like for breakfast? What do you want for breakfast? Shokpadele pu, shokja kare go. Shokja kare go. As I mentioned, go is usually pronounced go. And the answer from the son is milk and bread. I want milk and bread. Mom, what are you going to eat? So, oma tang banglip go or go. Milk, oma, and tang, bread, banglip, go, need or want. Mother, amala, what kare? Chögiyin. So chö is to consume. The honorific for to consume can be used for eating or drinking. And giyin is the future tense for the general person. So not a personal question in this case. It's just the future marker. So what will you have? What will you eat? What will you drink? And then the mother replies, I'm going to have bread with egg. So nge, baglip, nyamtu, gonga, sayiyin. So you have nga sa nge. So by me, as I was saying a few times, when you add a sa, that means by. So nge, by me. Baglip, bread, together with nyamtu, egg, gonga, sayiyin. So sa is again eat, but this is the non-honorific form. So you don't, when you're talking about yourself, you don't use the honorific forms. You use the regular forms. And sayiyin. You might hear sagiyin, but the correct writing form is sayiyin. And you can see in some of my notes on my web pages why that is, but we'll discuss it when we get to finer grammar points. The quick answer is because this one doesn't have a suffix, it gets a yi instead of a ki. Next we have the question to both parents. So, father and mother, both of you, what are you going to eat? Oh, okay, I see. This is not a question to them. This is, let's imagine that it's the other son asking the first one. So, father and mother, the two of them, what are they going to eat? So, first we have father, pala, and tang, mother. Oh, I see. Oh, sorry. That's my mistake. I was misreading Amala as Ajala. So Ajala is the old elder sister. So that makes more sense now. Now I'm less confused. Okay. So father, Pala, and Tang, elder sister, Ajala, uh, Niki, so two by, as we said, when you add the sa or the ki with the sa, that becomes by. So by the two of them, what kare, and then will eat, chugire. So what will father and elder sister have to eat? And then the answer is uh, they will have bread and egg, or they will eat bread and egg. So they, in this case, is expressed as the two of them. So they kong niki by the two. Pakleb is bread, and tang, egg, gonga, uh, will eat, chugiri. Let's have a look at the next row of consonants. So selje, tsade, the row of tsa letters. Tsa, tsa, ta, wa. And here's our vocabulary for the letter tsa. Oops, wrong button here. Here we go. Just wanted to move up a little bit. There we go. The first one for the letter tsa is going to be tsarara. And we'll see the sentence here. The water is falling out, or falling. The water is falling. Water is chu. Tsarara is falling. Tön is like to expel or to come out. So töngidu is just the present perfect of that. So the water is falling out. Chu tsarara töngidu. Next, we have for the letter tsa, we have the word tsaluma, which you see in the picture is an orange. An orange is a tsaluma. So the sentence is, the color of the orange is orange. So tsaluma yi is of the orange, right? The yi is of, or the orange's color, right? Tsaluma yi. The yi is either you can think of it as apostrophe S or as of. Dok is color. Color is dok. And then the color orange, as opposed to the fruit orange, is liwang. Liwang. This word is liwang. And then is the general impersonal is just a fact. Re. Let's have a look at the next one. So for the letter tsa, you have the word tsare. Tsare. So the sentence is, the dishes are put in a mess. That's the easiest, I think, way to translate it, or you could probably translate it a few different ways. And in this case, dishes or pots, pans, utensils is noche. So like cooking things. Che is usually things, objects. Um, and then we'd said messy is tsare. And then the final ra here is a bit like la, it's at. So at a mess or in a mess. And then put or placed is shak. And then are just recently noticed is do. So the dishes are placed in a mess. Noche zare zorer shakdu. And then we have wa, the letter wa. And the word here is, as you can see in the picture, a fox, which is a wamo, which is actually it's a vixen. If you want to say a female fox in English, a wamo is a vixen, but fox in general. So the sentence is, the animal or I guess this here is called a fox, something like that. This here is called a fox. So this, di, la, at, wamo, fox or vixen, sergiye, so is being called in the present tense or is present perfect. Ser is calling. Okay, that's the end of this one. See you in the next one.